Hey, Curious here. I didn't make notes on this video, but I did look at Wikipedia so I could really talk about um, red flag laws realistically. And it's like, between the Google articles and the whole long Wikipedia list, it's hard to comprehensively talk about this issue without studying it really in depth. And basically, this is a rebuttal to Robert Wallace's video and a comment I left on his thing. I guess we're on the outs now, so whatever. And I could go into a lot of that, but it's really not important in itself. What's important is the issue around it. And that's why I wanted to check the red flag laws. In California, they're called one thing. In Washington, they're called another. In Oregon, another. In New York, there's like 17 states, right? And they all have different names for it. Real names, but everyone just calls it red flag law. And it's like in Washington, where Robert Wallace is, you can, a family can petition a judge to say, or a mental health professional can petition a judge to say, hey, we believe this person is a danger to themselves and others, and we would like to put up a subpoena for confiscation for the firearms, which, if they don't comply, can result in fines, or jail, So it makes it criminal not to to not comply, right? But what I'm seeing is that in some of the articles I gleaned over, is that they're finding ways to extend this conversation. Excuse me. Confiscation, because it's supposed to only be temporary, right? But this is an argument so mired in the gun control laws, and, well, because of gun control laws, politics, but due process as well. Because, well, let's go back to the Robert Wallace thing for a second. And I think this illustrates it pretty well. I jokingly said, for reasons, a lot of them, that, and I guess I'm a troll now, so, that, I rephrased in the comment. I said, hey, what? Washington state law, a friend can frigging, turn someone in to the frigging, authorities if they seem to be unhinged for red state law. I wonder what that toll-free number is. Robert? Or something like that, right? I got this short video he took down now. He sits and listens stuff, right? Dude went mental. Nuclear, as he said in his last video. No, I'm not a troll. No, but it's just... Sure, you're not unhinged. You're okay. You're... Fucktard. I mean, yeah, you're safe. You're good, Oh, wait. And I'm just watching that, and first of all, I'm kind of thinking, well, damn, I feel kind of bad, Well, I'm sick of the freaking YouTube yes culture, the polite culture, the Pablo and Pukey bullshit freaking YouTube's trying to shove down our goddamn throats, when we're supposed to really just be talking about shit, the whole system. They monopolize a system that's corporatized that you can't really say too much on, either in video or comment. And yet, because of the way it is, they allow the frigging video maker to basically moderate his own channel. Some people could say that's very good. I say, I would like more of a message board type thing where someone makes a video and maybe they have a private friend group, and the rest of it should just be open, the friggin' cheap seats, say what you want, direct digital democracy, right? But no, and it's like, well, okay. So he had a problem with what I was saying, right? But it's like there could be a serious problem with that. He's talking about swatting and stuff, and other things like frigging how dangerous that could be, and I've heard other YouTubers talk about this issue and how it could lead to like a communist style report society where everyone frigging calls Big Brother and they come in the middle of the night and take you away. But on the surface, that's not what a red law is, Ugh, I freaking had a brain part there. Pull me once, pull on you, pull me twice, never pull me again, But a red flag law like that is dangerous because if there was a toll-free number, which there isn't, if it was a permanent ban, which it's not supposed to be, yeah, that could lead to a very slippery slope. And honestly, despite being slightly at odds with Robert Wallace, I agree with him. Hell, he's talking my politics now. Maybe we're at each other's throats, but god damn, man, no matter what the dude thinks of me, he's speaking a lot of what I think, too. Like him or not. But the whole point of this video, and I'll be real honest with you all, right? Even, if someone like me was to have a gun, or shouldn't have a gun, I could understand both points of view. And yet, I've been watching his videos for forever, now. But I've watched freaking, for the past 2 months or 3 months, it's been nothing but more and more fervent talks about gun rights, gun rights, gun rights. Did I mention gun rights? You know what? Gun rights, and then little red flags, freaking he's talking about freaking street crime or something, and he starts talking about, well, people should have a right to stand their arms or stand their ground, and that's not exactly correct verbatim, but that's like, whoop, red flag. And it's like all these red flags, little things that really don't mean anything. It could possibly mean nothing, but it's like, whoa, the conspiracy theories. Oh, the government's trying to friggin' take away your guns. Oh, it's all shit and fuck, and oh, you know, it's a false flag, and oh, and and he starts going in with uh, Jeffrey Epstein and friggin' Sandy Hook, and I even think he said friggin' Alex Jones once. I'm not sure, and it's like, wow, I'm right there with that shit, right? But I always felt skeptical about it, to be honest. While I'm hesitant and very skeptical because I'm skeptical of everything, even myself, to be honest. It's like I always took that shit as kind of like popcorn thing. It might be cool. Oh, I see what's going on. My friggin' friend's watering the lawn. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm like, what the hell is that? Sorry. I'm like, what the hell is that? But it I mean, it really gets to the point where I'm gonna go back to where I was talking about red flags, and it's like, wow, could this be something? And if it is something, wow, do I have a moral duty to like report it or try to do something about it? Because the person's life I could be saving was this guy's own, maybe his wife, maybe his kid, maybe freaking some people freaking just down the street, some mall, you know. But then it's like, wait a minute. A lot of what he's saying about freaking them trying to make you fear really hits a point. Because we don't want that freaking communist Gestapo, like, I know communist Gestapo's freaking German Nazi, but that kind of friggin' secret state kind of thing. And it's like, wow, that's a dilemma. That's like talking about abortion or something. And it seems to be sliding into full anti-gun legislation, because there's a lot of foreshadowing with this. Colt, gun manufacturer, now friggin' will not manufacture any more friggin' AR-15. A lot of what the Democrats used to talk about on gun control, which everybody knows is bullshit, is starting to gain traction. I mean, Beto O'Rourke, or whatever his dumbass name is, he goes, yeah, I am coming for your AR-15. I mean, wow. Because if you don't know, the reality on guns is that a not sawed off, well, yeah, sawed off, of course, but a pump action shotgun, or even a frigging breech loader, double barrel, can be just about as dangerous in a mass shooter scenario as an assault rifle. Because those assault rifles, they're made for suppression fire. Yes, you can no, you can't mow people down. That's like a Tommy gun myth, But you can sit there and with quick pulls of the trigger, burst off 3 or 4 freaking rounds or more, to guide and hit a target real quick. Blah, 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 blah. But with a shotgun, especially one that's like a military shotgun that has like 3 slugs in it or something, like a 12 gauge, you can go bam, bam, bam. And even a rifle, you could sit there and like a lever action or even a bolt, you fire, do the bolt, fire, anything but a single action is not going to be too impaired. A breach would be slightly more impaired. But, you know, you watch the old cowboy movies, people with lever actions, especially people who practice anything like that. Hell, a 6-shooter, you know? You seen someone what those cowboys could do? Those amazing trick shooters? You know, it doesn't take much to freaking be deadly accurate and be lightning quick. Of course, you have to have the skill for it, but more or less, you know, if you're good with the steel, you can regulate. And so that's why the gun argument is more politics than reality. Because the reality is, guns make a lot more sense as an offensive weapon than a defensive one, to be honest. You can kill easier than you can kill someone to not kill you. It's a first strike weapon, you know. It's actually considered by the UN and other ones as the most deadliest frigging weapon of mass destruction, if you can believe that. Small arms are the most deadliest weapon of mass destruction. And it's true. So, when we have an issue with, like, red flag laws, and, like, somebody who seems to be acting like a fucking nut job, Robert Wallace, yes, you, call me a troll, I don't care. You've been acting weird. And in that point, what if he pissed me off because he had an argument with Got That Bunk or something, and he freaking made this stupid fucking video about me, you know, or I just wanted to freaking see him freaking do an hour-long freaking rant, right? Because freaking, they came and took away my goods. Yeah, it would be great, you know, just suck it, fuckhead, you know. But see, that's wrong. You know, if you're going to do something, unless you're going to be a buck ass, you don't do it for those kind of reasons. And then, who's to say how, he said it was like swatting. And that's something you really have to consider. You know, don't I support this guy's free speech? Who am I to judge? You know, I don't want that responsibility. And, you know, I keep going back and forth between stupid and freaking serious here. And it's like, the serious side is like, yeah, you know, we don't want any of that. So, I really don't see a solution to this dilemma. But I have to ultimately say, reporting, like, on an open hotline or something like that is, yeah, it's a bad idea. It made me kind of mad enough that, you know, I don't think I'd have done it. But, you know, tempers can play so much. You can find yourself doing stupid shit you never thought you would, you know? Especially when you can justify it that, oh, wow. You know, you can talk yourself into thinking, oh, wow, this guy really is dangerous. Oh, man, I better do something. Oh, man, you know? And you ignore your real motivations, which is you're fucking with him, you're pissed, you're annoyed, you're bored, you know? You're just being a troll. You know what I mean? And that's as honest as I could be about it. Because it's like, a lot of what he's saying, fuck, I agree with it, but I told somebody on another comment, on another person's video on a comment, I go, man, I didn't realize how stupid that shit sounded until I heard somebody saying it. Because I said that shit all the time. And it sounds ignorant. It really fucking sounds fucking ignorant. It's fuck. It sounds like you're talking out your fucking ass. And, and God knows he's freaking, honestly, to be honest, a better YouTuber than I am. He's more, not coherent, but he can enunciate better. He's got better conceptual ideas. There's a skill to doing this. And it's like, if you've got it, if your oratory skills are on par, it shows. Even if sometimes some people have really good oratory skills, but if you really look at their arguments, they're kind of flaky. That happens too. So, really, I've got nothing to be sorry about. But at the same time, I have to agree. There is something to be concerned with on both sides. And I feel like that should be said. That should be said. So I'm making this video because my own feelings be damned. Because my bigger feelings are about the issues, not little petty, stupid infighting on YouTube. Fuck YouTube, it's okay, but it's just, shit was fun back in 2008 when it was non-regulated. But, well, maybe I've been at it so long, too, that it's kind of lost its luster. Because it's like, oh, yawn, okay. Old people have dropped out. New people have freaking came on. And it's like, I could have followed them and got back into the debating and with new people and new things. But I kind of lost my freaking drive for it. My initiative, my motivation. It's like, now I'm just watching freaking the shitlords post or freaking people bitching about the latest freaking Star Wars, freaking Star Trek, Ghostbuster, STW crap, or frankly freaking car review videos or freaking restoration videos or freaking what the hell was it? Oh, MechWarrior Online, My biggest freaking thing on YouTube now is just sitting there watching freaking people play freaking MechWarrior Online. Ooh, that was a good shot by an archer. But man, that freaking wolfhound really came in, Isn't YouTube for entertainment? I know it's supposed to be political and it's supposed to serve a purpose. But what purpose does debate really serve? Isn't it all just come down to friggin' self-flagellation in a way? What's the point? No one's really making videos anymore. There is no community. And we're all just talking to a camera for our own self-gratification, aren't we? I just wait for the comments. That's why I basically make a video. That and just enjoying talking to myself. Or having an excuse to talk to myself. To that thing, I don't know. Maybe that's bad. But, it's like a good hobby. It's like, okay, this makes me feel good to actually talk about something that I'm thinking about, and instead of just sitting here and letting it rattle around in my head. Or yelling at the TV or something. I don't even got a TV anymore. Just watch online. And that's another thing. What number one rule of Pirate Club? Don't talk about Pirate Club. I don't care anymore. I do and I don't. But I still care. But I don't expect anything anymore. It's just, okay, you're mad. So what? Ooh, there was an issue. Okay, that's interesting. All right. That could be. Hope I'm giving something back to the frigging void. to the network, to whatever you want to call it. The continuum, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure anybody who's sat here listening to me friggin' rant and rumble and bitch about Robert Wallace is friggin' tired of it, so that's all. Whatever. Everyone else is faded out. There's only really a couple people on YouTube I really care about anymore anyway. And I kind of wish I knew them in real life. So, I gotta stop doing that. That's freaking agent's doubt thing. Sorry. Alright. Bye. Oh. But, yeah. Huh.